It's the special editions, right? The special editions are normally better than, I don't know, the regular one is. It's really doing badly. It's like some of the worst I've ever seen it, frankly. But here, let me find the special Doctor Who magazine. Doink. I guess I go here. Oh yeah, this one. So this one came out $8.99. Blimey, on digital. That's expensive. So yeah, they did a special on the missing episodes. Right? Why is David Tennant on the cover? I don't know. I'm kind of sick of David Tennant, frankly. Like he doesn't have any missing episodes. What's going on? Doctor Who magazine presents a new special edition packed with exclusive features and rare photos. This issue reveals the results of our poll, asking the readers to name the lost stories they'll most like to watch. But that's just the beginning of a journey. We got mysterious corners of the Whoniverse. I'm really hating the word Whoniverse now. We've extended the definition of missing Doctor Who wider than before, says editor Marcus Hearn. Remember that name. We're coming back to it. Within these pages, you'll find articles about filming locations that have disappeared, merchandise that never made it to the shops, and a remarkable 10th Doctor story that was never produced. Okay, that's not really what people think about when they think of missing episodes. Other highlights include CG reconstruction of the Dalek Master Plan and the Space Pirates. Sets from both those, with new insights into making of the Smugglers. There's exclusive interviews with Karen Anthorn, Wendy Padry, Alec Wills, Macro Terror director John David. I love the Macro Terror, but honestly, one of my all-time favorite Troughton stories. And the animation I thought was excellent for it as well. John Davis and others. This is your essential guide to Doctor Who you never saw. Okay, so again, and these things just seem to have much more substance than the everyday the magazine. From the Matrix, the ways of created 21st century Doctor Who have vanished from the internet as what? Sways of web pages created to promote 21st century Doctor Who. Oh man, that's an interesting article by Jonathan Morris. The web pages that aren't up anymore. Man, that the BBC Doctor Who site used to be excellent, right? Macro Terror. Okay, so this looks like a good issue, right? I'm not going to spend $9 on it, but it looks like a good issue, right? I can't really knock that. But the regular issue, cack. Oh, unbelievable cack, right? Just like lazy, dumb articles, right? It's the only way I can really explain it. So anyway, somebody who I think they really should have spoken. Oops, I'm going to change the camera. There you go. Somebody really should have spoken to, especially if you're going to get into missing episodes, is Ian Levine. He lives and breathes missing episodes. He's recreating them in a, I think, breathtaking way. Not for me, but in an absolutely breathtaking way. And he's got so much drive and determination and love, absolute love for all this stuff. And knowledge, personal, intimate knowledge. He wasn't consulted at all, which I think is a bit of a diss. So did Ian. And Ian is never one to go backwards about going forward. So he published all his messages to Marcus Hearn, right? And look, I can understand why Marcus may not have wanted to deal with him, because he seems to be, a bit of a handful, right? But again, I don't think you could really to do an issue without talking to him. I think it's a diss, and I think somewhat criminal. So anyway, starts off again. Why did you act as if I was never born, Marcus? Okay, let's just zoom in so you can see it. And again, he posted all this. To do a missing special without me because Richard Bignell is obsessed with writing me out of Doctor Who history is criminal. I returned 21 episodes. I think that might be the... Look, I believe Richard Bignell and Ian Levine are not on good terms. That's according to Ian Levine. I've never heard Richard Bignell's take on it. I saved 150 from being junked by purchasing prints and getting Sue Malden to stop Pamela Nash from destroying all the black and white episodes in 1978. The Abominable Snowman, Invasion of the Dinosaurs, Will 3, Will of Space 3, I guess. You say Return by Collector. For fuck's sake, Marcus! I guess that was him, right? You make me wish I never returned them. Your projectionist sold them to me. This is fascism. I mean, I don't know what you think. Look, I get that Ian Levine's upset, and I think he's right to be upset. I don't think it's fascism, but honestly, this is why Doctor Who is great. This is why Doctor Who fandom is great, right? At least it used to be before the twats arrived, right? It's fantastic because you have these really, again, wonderful and bonkers personalities like Ian Levine. And I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm saying that out of pure love. Ian Levine is the only person who can spew, maybe one of the few people who can spew his complete hatred of Trump, right? Like his complete unhinged hatred of Trump without me challenging, because I love Ian Levine that much. There's a lot to love. He's a really fun, interesting guy, fascinating guy, right? You're allowing an obsessive narcissist and a hateful man to falsely color and cloud your judgment. I am so fucking upset. So we picked up on that end, right? I am sick and tired of trolls rewriting history. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think you should be. You should know better. I am disgusted, right? Weirdly, he didn't respond. But then it went on to more, right? I have made these messages to you very public. Well, yeah. Yeah, we noticed. War Machines and Time Meddler were found by me in Nigeria and returned at my expense. That's the thing, right? He did return them at his expense. You wrote about them as if Philip Morris, in my opinion, vile anti-Semite, right? In my opinion, he just seems to really not like Jews. His timeline is always full of like this incredible anti-Israel stuff. And just to be clear, it doesn't really fly to say, oh, I don't hate Jews, I just hate Israel. It's like saying, I don't hate the British, I just hate Britain. I don't hate the French, I just hate France. No, you hate Jews, mate. Believe me. Look, do you know what's going on in Bangladesh right now? It's what's going on is absolutely terrible. The who is it? The not Hindus, is it? Hang on. I think I have some stuff about it over here. Raven. Back through my bookmarks. Again, the stuff going on in Bangladesh is just horrific. I think the Muslims are, was it Bangladesh? Yeah, okay, Hindus, right? Islamists have torched 2 Hindu villages in Bangladesh. Where's the world leaders? Where's the United States? Where's the world? No Jews, nobody cares, right? It really is true. Unbelievable, right? It's really unbelievable. It's like what's going on there is horrific, right? These like, and the army and government are doing it. It's horrible, right? What's going on there is absolutely horrible. And like nobody cares. Like Philip Morris couldn't care less. Any lie about Israel, Philip Morris is like, oh yeah, those Jews are the worst. And believe me, what you think? I know you say Zionist when you're in public. We know you say Jew in private, right? Jews, we know it. There's Philip Morris found that, and again, Philip Morris, I think, again, a vehement anti-Semite, and Ian Levine's Jewish, so I think that has a factor as well. What is wrong with you? I demand a public apology, or it's down to a lawsuit. Oh, Ian, don't do that, mate. Don't do that. I like, what would you sue for? What damages, right? I don't know. I don't know at all, right? By the way, Ian Levine's. I'll show you a quick clip of the stuff he's been working on, because I think it's fantastic. But we've had a major step forward in AI technology, right, which is really worth looking at. Wait 1 second, let me just go over here. And again, I'm just showing a clip because Ian does not like his stuff being shown around, right? He's very particular about that, and for good reason. Look, he spent a lot of money on this, right? Dalek Master Plan. We'll go for that one.
The solar system, he hopes to gain more power.
It's impossible.
Oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Therefore, we must get to Earth.
And they're improving all the time, right, with this. However, check this out for AI, right? This is crazy. Actually, I've got a couple of AI things to show you, which are... and I show you in connection with Doctor Who, because I think this is probably the way of the future. What is it? Is this the one? Yeah. This is completely generated by AI. Now, this is an awful generic sitcom, but it feels like the right thing, right? It does feel like it's working. Oh, is this one over here? 1 second.
The Max Joe Show is filmed before a live studio audience. Or is it?
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hi, Max.
Is something wrong?
Just a bad day at work.
I mean, again, it's not there yet, but it's so close now, isn't it? I mean, it's like freakishly close. I'm trying to find where there was a great Family Guy done with AI. Oh, here, they got it right here. Fine, I'll put that on there.
And you come home late every night. Look at you. You're 32 years old.
I'm out there fighting crime every night. Honey, let's have a date night tomorrow night.
Promise no fighting crime, right?
Promise. Consider it a date.
Yes. Okay.
Certainly, madame. And for you, sir.
I will have a glass of water.
Excellent choice, sir.
Now, again, this is shit. It's probably written by AI as well. But applying this to the missing stories, it can't be far out here. This is, like, I think, much better. Where is it? Over here, doing. Where is it? Family Guy. Just literally. Oh, there you go. Doing.
Seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
But where are those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely? Last year's a family guy. Last year's a man who positively can do.
This is done well.
All the things that make us laugh and cry. These are...
Wait. Biden as the creepy old guy? The creepy old pedophile guy? So, honestly, how far can we be from like really, really indistinguishable? Like my recreated. Like my idea was always film it in front of a light here. Like the Dalek Master Plan. They did a special episode. They not Dalek Master Plan. Mission of the Unknown. They recreated it. Some college students. They look freaking awesome, right? Absolutely fantastic. And then like face swap and map the original soundtrack on, right? By the way, I made a great discovery. The AI I used to do that I did my talking books with, right? There's Millennial Rights by Craig Hinton of blessed memory, right? Craig Hinton passed away in the early 2000s, maybe, I think. I can't remember. Also, I got my own fiction. I put out the part of Dr. Alex's season 14, and I have to listen to episodes 3 and 4 before Saturday, so I can review them. I've really been off on that. I've got to get back to that. What was I going to say? But yeah, this seems like we're getting closer and closer all the time. I love seeing what they could do, like, and if you can set up an animation style. And then wouldn't it be great to animate some of the big finishes? Oh yeah, I was saying about the AI voice thing. So they got a new thing now where you can strip out all the sounds other than the voice. Now my problem is I've always wanted to get an AI Sylvester McCoy to read the New Adventures, which I think would be perfect, right? Because I love the New Adventures. They're great. It's a great era, sadly being forgotten. But I think Sylvester McCoy would never do it, right? You can't sit still long enough, even like now when he's old, right? So get an AI version to do it. I am kind of tempted to do that. The thing that stops me most is the digital copies you have that you can get online of the new adventures, which I basically here. One second. You see over here, well, you can only see a couple. There's a few layers on that shelf over here. Behind them is all new adventures, right? It's probably worth a fortune, these ones, which I got here. Which I got when you can see a few the best ones I put out here, but these are missing adventures and some BBC books. One second, go back over here. So the digital ones, so are from PDFs or scans, and there's a lot of mistakes in them. And so that really screws you up when doing it. If so, you got to like do it bit by bit. It takes a long time, right? So I'm not sure I'm up for it. But having said that, I would love to hear it, right? Who knows what dares to dream? So, but wouldn't it be great if you can get AI to do to either do animated Doctor Who or to do like photorealistic Doctor Who of the Big Finish stories? Like that would be incredible. That would be absolutely stunning, and I don't think we're far away from doing it. Big Finish, though, not doing so well, right? They upgraded their website, and it's gone rather badly for them. So they put out an apology last week. They've just put out an update of the apology, which I haven't read yet. I thought I would discover it with you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. An update and an apology from Big Finish. Again, Big Finish website is coming back. Because right now it's not there. So wait a minute, I just deleted my old app. Are they going to bring back the old app as well? No, really. I literally just deleted it, and I loaded the content that I want to listen to onto the new app because I finally got it working. Really? Well, let's see what they have to say. But mind you, having said that, it's the 15th. Nothing's come out this month. Last week I wrote to you all about the change we've been making at Big Finish over the past 18 months. We have overhauled our business critical system to ensure we can continue to provide top quality audio drama now and in the future. Jason, mate, could it be less woke? Like, if you have any couple in it, do they always have to be married lesbians? And that's not an exaggerated joke. That's actually accurate, right? Like, I can't remember the last time there wasn't when there was a couple that it wasn't a lesbian couple. They're constantly lesbian couples, right? Like, why does every couple have to be a lesbian? And it's so weird, right? It's so weird, but they literally everyone, and it's like it's not that amazing, you're not shocking anyone now. Here's the thing I was looking for. Doink. Fine, let's keep going with this. Where am I? Hang on. I lost my place. Big Finish is a company of two halves. Not only do we make exciting audio dramas to thrill and entertain you, again, they've been a bit agonizingly woke for the last few years, but some ranges are pretty darn good. But we're also responsible for selling and delivering the products to you, the customer. To continue doing this on a larger scale requires essential upgrades. Well, again, fair enough. So here's what we did. We asked experts to build us a new storefront to equip us for the future. And I tell you, generally speaking, I like the design, right? I think the design of it is pretty darn strong with the future. And while many of our behind-the-scenes operations are now much improved, not all the functionality of the new website and apps are working as intended. You noticed, right? I'm like, I can't. It was so much better on the old one, right? I used to be like being able to get my content. It would lay it out in a fashion that you could access it easily and understand it, and you see what's coming up. And it's not just like I don't like change. This just doesn't work very well. I am deeply sorry for the inconvenience of so many of our loyal listeners we have experienced over the past 2 weeks. I have to tell you, this great attitude has done Big Finish very, very well, right? It's been very, very good for them because, like, again, a lot of their releases over the last few years have been very poor, right? Have been like just real cack, but I do like that the management, and generally speaking, that they care about your custom, right? They treat the weirdos who used to rule Twitter and now hate Elon Musk as if they're normal, and they're not. right? They're not at all. And like they're trying to cancel. Who was it? Lizzie Hopley. Like, for goodness sake! I mean, she's quite woke, isn't she? We have listened to your feedback and in relation to the new website and the app, and it's clear your confidence in Big Finish has been shaken. Well, look, my confidence in Big Finish has been shaken again because I think the quality output has really dropped over the last few years. This is like, again, how it worked out so badly is really a mystery to me. But I mean, like, I don't know. Look, the Trump Elon Musk conversation was hit by a massive DDoS attack. This wasn't. Has been shaken. In order to restore your faith, I have decided that until the new website is up and running, ready to be relaunched, we will roll back to the previous version in coming days. So I got to reinstall the app again. Okay. To address some of your queries that may arise, please let me assure you that all historic purchases, order, and release data from the previous website was backed up, and the Big Finish team also carefully recorded all purchases made through the new website since then. See, what I said they should have done, and again, hindsight's 2020, I don't want to be a dick to them, right? I don't want to be a dick to them. What I said they should do, they should keep the old site up and running, and it probably was a cost issue, but keep the old site up and running to access your content until the new sites really run in, and just have the new site be available for purchases, right? I think that probably would have worked better. Rise. Yeah, I never thought you lost my sales information until you mentioned it, actually. All the information was merged and made available via the familiar interface and previous website and the app website and the app when this is restored. There may be a brief outage while we migrate data back to the previous website. Now, why are you migrating? Keep them both up. Like, block cells on one, but keep them block cells on the new one, but keep them both up. Again, whatever. I don't understand why not. Just so everything is checked and double checked before the website is brought back online. You'll be able to log into the previous website and app with the same password you used before. I can't. Like, what did I even change my password to? I guess I'll work it out. At least I changed my email address so I can get the email to reset the password. All purchases made on the new site have been logged and will be honored in your account. Well, that's where the problem is. They haven't released anything in since this new website's gone out, right? And there's a lot coming out. One second, coming soon, 2024. Like, another thing, reason I'm not happy with it. Doink. There's actually a few things I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Death World, Morbius the Mighty, Susan's War. I forgot I bought that, right? And Dark Gallifrey, War Master. I really like the first part of that one, even though the War Master wasn't in it. River Song, no, I'm done. Torchwood, I've been out for years. Trials of a Time Lord, sorry, mate. I would love to have faith in you, but the last one you did was really not very good, right? Not very good at all. Now I lost my place. Doink, there you go. All but have been honored on previous site. No additional charges will be made for the pricing of pre-orders. Multi-buy. Like, what? I wouldn't even. Why would you even suggest you would? That's just weird. Okay. Once all the above has taken place, we will publish a revised schedule for the postponed August releases and some sales promotions. Yeah, they've lost a lot of revenue over the last couple of weeks. Once all this has taken place, we will publish a revised. Oh, yeah, we just said that. I hope you will all understand that the changes being made on our website and app were undertaken with sincere ambition to make things quicker. I don't like, honestly, this thing that, like, again, with the Musk Trump conversation, which you haven't heard of. I found it interesting. They tested it with 8 million concurrent listeners, which was pretty good. I don't. So you have these weirdos leftists who can't stand Elon Musk now. It's like, oh, he's just stupid. I'm like, no, like, that doesn't make sense. I think Occam's razor says it probably was a DDoS attack. Website would take undertaken with a sincere ambition to make things quicker, easier, and more efficient for our customers. Clearly, the ambition has been momentarily thwarted. Well, there's nothing like ambition, okay? The rollback to a previous version of the website and app are not permanent. While familiar, the Big Finish website and app cannot remain as they were while our audience grows and new listeners discover the great and ever-expanding catalog of audio. No one can discover it. It's like it's a wall, right? It's just a wall of content you can't get through. We need to adapt, and we cannot do that without upgrades to our technology that underpins the online store. That said, we have listened and we have learned. This is why I give Big Finish like real props and a pass, right? It's I think it's a good thing, right? I genuinely think it's a good thing. I think their attitude is good, right? And you don't get much good attitude nowadays. We cannot do that with upgrades and technology. So with that said, we have listened, we have learned. In the future, I promise we will seek out more involvement from our loyal customers. You don't need to seek, don't do that. Don't seek out more involvement from your loyal customers, right? They're mainly doofuses, right? No, just make sure it works. That's the only thing to do, is make sure it's worked. Liv Schenker's sexuality story had me out. Yeah, listen, the whole Tanya thing, like I'm a lesbian and also I'm shagging a girl with a dick. Okay, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah. Who said that? That was Steve, right? Yeah. I was thinking more from our customers up front, and we'll be clear about what we're trying to achieve when it comes to the website and after. We knew what, unless you're an imbecile, we knew you were trying to make it better. Why would you put all that money into making it worse? So that you were prepared for when the we inevitably regenerate into something bigger and better. They should keep an archive of their first website up. That would be interesting. Really continue to support Jason Hay Gallery. Again, I'm quite impressed, right? I'm quite impressed. I wonder if I can find here. Let's go to Wayback Machine. See if we can see their original website. Wayback Machine. We'll do webarchive.org. Is it coming? There you go. How do can I go through a calendar? Save page now. Chrome extension. No, I just want help. If I do bigfinish.com calendar, right. So let's go over here. Let's see what this snapshot looks like from 2002. It's currently in development. We will relaunch shortly. Fine. So let's go a bit earlier. That was definitely come back. That was 2002. Let's say 2001. Let's have a look at this one. Here it comes. Bear Networks. Man. Okay, so this is before Big Finish. December, maybe? Let's have a look. December 2, 2001. Yeah, it was definitely around then. Forbidden. You don't, dude, you're the one who invited me. Fine. What's the earliest one they have in 2002? They can't have had this website for like 25 years, can they? No. Fine. Let's look at really late 2002. Anyway, they should have the original website. Really? Still not there? Man, okay, fine. We'll go to 2007. They can't have. It must not be the original site. Maybe they have had the site since 2020. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you go. I remember this. Fine. This was version, I don't know, 1.0, 2.0. And yeah. It's so yeah, that this version of the site they had for quite some while. You never heard it so good, right? That was their tagline. When did they change it? Let's look at 2014. Doink. Thinking about it. But yeah, they should do like an archive of the old site. Right? Oh, this is the one I remember. Right? This is the one I remember. Yeah, you had Vienna. Yeah, they should have an archive of their old sites. Are you listening, Big Finish? Bloody hope so, mate. Somebody who doesn't listen to their customers or like them at all, Russell T. Davis, right? Not happy that it's not really working out, right? Doctor Who cast reveal which drag queens they want to join the sci-fi series. None. I mean, really? I don't know. How badly does it have to go before they go, maybe we shouldn't be doing this relentlessly, right? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Doctor Who cast reveals which... Fine. First season of Doctor Who saw the introduction and concept of the pantheons. Well, I think Sarah Jane Adventures really did that. And while I thought it really could have worked, it didn't. Right? They can't all be lesbians. Oh, they actually are. Because some of them must be gay. No, they're all they're all lesbians. It's really weird. Right? It's really, really genuinely bizarre. The first season of Doctor Who saw the introduction of the concept of the pantheons. One of the initial tastes of the world was Maestro. Well, you had the toy maker first, played by drag queen Jinx Monsoon. Yes, and that's why one of the reasons why I hated the episode. Look, I think normalizing gender and sexual fluidity to children, which is this is intended to do, is harmful to children. Now, if you are fluid, if you are a trans, well, that's great. But like most people aren't, and I think by telling people that they could be, especially young impressionable children, like children, when they're not, is damaging to them. Right? That's my opinion. I think this is the cast report spinning as well. After the reception of Monsoon's character, we asked showrunner Rusty Davis as well as stars Ncuti Gatwa and Millie. I wouldn't ask Ncuti Gatwa's advice on freaking anything ever. I was doing a rewatch of Masters of the Air, which was a really good World War II show about the air campaign over Europe. It's fantastic, right? It was absolutely fantastic. I think it was 8 or 9 episodes. So you get to the penultimate episode. Right, and they build up all these characters, and you're really interested in them. You're interested in the story, and then you get to the penultimate episode. There's a whole bunch of new characters you meet, and they're all black people, right? It's the black airmen, and like it just seemed like, oh man, we got to have inclusivity. We got to have black people in it right now, and it just killed the episode, right? It just killed my rewatch of it, right? Because I just remember it being huge, and now I rewatched it, and I was like, just a couple of scenes. I'm like, oh, okay then. But they should have, weaved them in, more skillfully. It just seemed like an addition. So one of the people in it is Ncuti Gatwa, and he gets like 2 or 3 lines, and he's shit. I'm like, honestly, here's the thing. The Tuskegee Airmen, right? And you could do a whole series about that, and it would be really good, right? But it just seemed like a woke add-on. And it seemed like tokenism, right? And I'm really not a fan of tokenism. I think tokenism is racism. But Ncuti Gatwa was in it, and he was shit. I kind of realized when watching this that Ncuti Gatwa, I think, is Bros. Now, if you were of my age, you remember who Bros were. They came about in the late 80s, early 90s. They were huge. They were massive. It was the biggest thing ever, and now they're forgotten forever. Right? I think, who was in Bros? Hang on. Bros band? Right, okay, it was Formed in '86, right? And again, '86, they were huge. Matt Goss and Luke Goss, right? I think one of them went on to be a movie star, right? Was it Luke Goss? Yeah, he's a pretty good actor. He's a surprisingly good actor, actually, strangely enough. But I realize Shooty Gatwa is Bros, right? They're going to be completely forgotten in 10 years. Like, completely. He's going to be complete because he just doesn't have enough talent. Bottom line, he really genuinely doesn't have enough talent to pull it through. But Colin says, one of the fans pointed out that this writer is treating the Pantheon as a specific type of character rather than a group. Weird. Okay. I hadn't read this before, or I've read this yet. But yeah, shooting again, watching him master there in this like two or three scenes he's in, I couldn't really understand what he said when he spoke, and I couldn't really hear his accent. But he's not a good actor, right? He really isn't. He's like Zoolander. It's Bizarroville to me. So soon. So I'll see it again. Millie Gibson, always interested in her opinion. If they could pick another drag queen to star in the show, who would it be? Why? The trio gave Collider Sam Coley a few different answers during their time at the Collider Media Studio at San Diego Comic Con. Right off the bat, Gibson offered Trixie Mattel. Who's Trixie Mattel? I'm scared what we're going to see. But okay. Why? Like, again, why does Doctor Who need this weirdo? And look, God bless her. I hope she does well. Look, him, her. How are they identified? Right? But, like, how is Doctor Who made better by this? And honestly, I remember being kind of shocked they had RuPaul's Drag Race on, like on a mainstream hour. Like, why not? It seems like that something should be, after the Watershed. Not that they have a Watershed anymore, and the Watershed was a good thing. Fine, and then Gatwa says bag of chips, suggesting that Gibson says that Gibson echoed. Let's look at bag of chips. Lawrence Olivier or bag of chips? Which one do you want? I don't know. Really? That's weird. I mean, like, normally they look kind of glamorous. This one looks like Tilly from Star Trek. Okay, look, I'm not somebody who understands the world of drag. I think that's fair. Assistant that gives an echo. Tia Coffee was another name thrown around, this time by Davis. Oh, how marvelous. Tia Coffee. God, why did you get thinking about this? He's going to do this now. Oh, God, now, I don't know, the terrible Zoda's going to be played by Tia Bloody Coffee. God, I'm scared to look. Okay. I don't know, just none of these look like well people to me. They just don't. I'm sorry. It looks like, look, I'm sure they're living their best life and all, but like, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I don't know what to tell you. This is, seems a bit odd, right? Seems a bit odd. Thrown this time by Davis. Gibson playfully reminded the group that she wasn't at the London premiere. Lawrence Chaney and Bimini Bon Boulash were the two final suggestions. Sorry, Tia Coffee was at the London premiere. Oh, wait a minute. Did Tia Coffee do the Doctor Who experience? Doctor Who. Yeah. This is I remember seeing the video with them. I just found it disturbing, right? Frankly, I found it, disturbing, and it feels like nothing. I'm gonna, Lawrence Chaney and Tia Coffee were at the premiere. Again, look, if you're into drag, good for you. I'm really happy you're into drag, right? I'm genuinely happy. It's not. I don't see it being a mainstream thing, right? It's Pantheon of Queer, says Colin Archer. Seems to be what they want to do, which I just find weird, frankly. David says the more the merrier. Really? How about the lower the ratings, the merrier? Because that's where you're going, fuckface. Well, the more the merrier. We'll have them all. Gibson agrees. Well, they fired you, Di. Let's have an episode. God, you're going to do more than that. Why are pantheons popping up? Because Russell Davis thought of it. The non-binary god Maestro. The audience learns that Maestro is also the toy maker's child, which actually is a good idea, right? Okay. It's the thing. There's so many good ideas strewn through a lot of very bad ideas. The name sounds familiar. Fans just saw the toy maker on the 6th anniversary. The giggle should have been the villain across all 3 episodes, especially got talent like Neil Patrick Harris playing, who I thought was great as the toy maker, right? I thought really, genuinely was a really great take on it. But then Russell gets overexcited and goes like, goes crazy. Maestro seeks to distill music, blah, blah, blah. The door for the Panthers is potentially blown open by the line of salt poured in the 6th anniversary while Blue Yonder. And again, not a bad idea, but just everything is all wrapped up in Davis's, frankly, somewhat strange sexuality, right? Just odd, right? Just odd. And here's another news story, which I'm finding a touch bizarre. Here, 1 second. Let me see if I can pull this up from Amazon. Amazon.co.uk. So this is coming out. What was it? There was nothing here. So this is supposed to be coming out on October 1st, which this is the 2nd volume of backup strips. You had the 1st volume. 1 second. I think it's Return of the Daleks. Of the Daleks. This one came out and it won't ship to me. I actually they had it in my. It's the first time they couldn't ship something to me. You see, I got the season 25 in my in my cart. Yes, because that's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait for that. So I ended up buying it from eBay today. I'm very excited to get these ones out. But where is this? Also coming out in October. Where is this? 5th of November is Monstrous Beauty, right? So this is a collection. I think I'm toying around with getting. I think I probably will get it. Not for any of the main stories, right? We've got the Monstrous Beauty is the next Panini Comics collection due to arrive on the books in November, 5th of November, Bonfire Night. Now, Monstrous Beauty was the Ninth Doctor story. They tying it into Time Lord Victorious, but as Time Lord Victorious was absolutely horrendously managed, like absolutely horrendously put together. This is essentially it's a standalone story, which is okay. And they have a female Rassilon in it who may or may not be first one. But the other stuff in there, much more interesting, right? This stuff is okay. They have a lot of really bad stuff, but I think the good stuff outweighs it. Offering a more action-packed comic strip adventures through time and space taken from the pages of the official Doctor Who magazine. Monster Beauty includes the eponymous Ninth Doctor story that served as the magazine's entry into the multimedia failure Time Lord Victorious back in 2020, noted for the introduction of the female incarnation Rassilon. But it's pre-history, so I'm going to say that's not Rassilon. The collection also features the final 13th Doctor story. So this is why I would never get this one. But you notice she's nowhere on the front cover, is she? No. Right? They're not going to get Fear of the Future or the Everlasting Zone. So right there, that should be a complete no. Right? But then the mums there at Panini, they mixed in things they want. Doctor Who the Mechanoids. This is awesome. Did I have information about this? If I click on that. Yes, Doctor Who Mechanoids. Where was this come out? This was in 578. That's more recent than I thought. Really? I think I have that one. Why do we have... Fine, let's pull this up. 1 second. Doctor Who magazine. My library 576. Let's have a quick look. Why do they do my library? There you go, Doctor Who magazine. Why they do the mechanoid story? I'm intrigued. 576. Okay. Man, how do they screw up the Sea Devil so badly? It's not in here. What are you talking about? Okay, let's go back to where was it? Hang on, where was it? It's I'm over here. No, not where. There. 578. We'll try that again. Okay, we'll try that. My mistake. Doink. 578. Like, oh God. If only we knew how badly it was gonna go. Oh God. Oh, I was so optimistic. I was so optimistic. Seth, why are they doing the return of Peter Cushing's Doctor? Oh, I know why. This was supposed to be a Peter Cushing issue, but they announced Shooty. Okay, but I remember this being quite fun. But there's another Doctor. There's another Peter Cushing Doctor strip. I wonder if that's in it. Alongside outstanding strips from the 1990 special, Younger and Wiser. What's that one? This is from. Oh, this is what. But I'd already moved to Israel by this time. Summer 1994. Do we have a list of all the? Does it take me to? Oh, actually, I do remember getting that. Right. This was the cover they used for. What's it called again? Which should be for after. This is the cover they used for the VHS of the Unearthly Child. Beautiful piece of work. But there were that one, Summer '93. Oh, another great Alistair Pearson cover. But there was definitely another Peter Cushing one, somewhere around here. Sarah Jane. Oh man, this is just excellent stuff. Unit. Oh, Richard Peer Reiner cover. Summer Special. Terrible cover. 10th anniversary. Is there a list of all of them I can go to, you think? I don't know. Fourth Doctor pinups. More about Image. Let's go back. Let's see if maybe it's after before the 10th anniversary. So this was what? 91. Okay, fine. So it was 25th anniversary, autumn 87. No, it was still going by then. Fine. So now let me go. Maybe it was in a later one. Because I remember reading it. Dalek Chronicles. I still have this, right? That's why I've never rebought it. Winter Special 94. No, man. 95. Key to Time. Maybe it's the next one. This is the one. Yes. Are they going to have this one? This is a great comic strip in it. Doctor and the Daleks, Amicus Films, Dalek Invasion Earth, but they're really good. Peter Cushing strip in it. Pop out, editor, writer, Marcus Hearn, blimey. Really? Archives, comic content. Where is it? Oh, Doctor Who versus the Martians. Why isn't this in that that collection? This should totally be in that. I guess it's for a future collection. But like, if you got the Doctor Who versus the Mechanoids, I don't understand. That seems dumb. Anyway, but they got other ones. Younger and Wiser, Man in the Iron Mask. That's a great third Doctor story. Plastic Millennium. What's the Plastic Millennium? I don't remember that one. That's from the December 1999 special. It's the 7th Doctor story. Who wrote that? Gareth Roberts. And then you got 7th segment. Oh, right. I remember that. That was who did the art? Paul Peart. That's not who I thought did the art on it. But man, so I don't know. These this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one-off stories makes me really want to get this. But man, that they're mixing all the Jodie ones in there, and even the Time Lord Victoria stuff. I don't know. Not for me, ladies and gentlemen. Not for me. So, my name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.